Hi guys, Haksonzone here and welcome back to my new tutorial. So in this video I will show you the process of making a wolf mascot logo. I will show you how to sketch it, color, shading and stuff like that. But before we start that, I have an idea for the series, something, maybe you send me your mascot's logo and I redesign it on the next video. I'm not a professional, but I think I know stuff or two, and I can give you some advice, give you what to do, and I'll tell you what to do and what not. So yeah, if you like that, tell me down in the comments. I will make a mail, so you send me your designs to the mail and I will show it on the next video. So now, like I said, I will start with design. Here I have a wolf logo head. Just head is like a sketch from, I don't know, I find it on Google. I just type wolf heads and I like this one, position of this one head. So we will use this as a reference. And now first thing you need to do is open a program you want to sketch it. I use this Autodesk sketchbook. It's free program, everybody can use it, and I just like it better than Photoshop. I don't know why, but I'm used to it. Okay, now because this logo will be symmetrical, both sides will be the same, use this reflection tool, so whatever you do on this side, it will be reflected on this side. So like I said, we want to start. Before I start with the design, I just make something like a circle, maybe something like this, just to have some idea where to draw, because I don't know, it helps me with the proportions. Without this, I will make maybe one ear bigger than the mouth and stuff like that. So, like I said, I will start from the top. Now, we want to design some hair on the top of his head. Just rough sketch from now. Later we will, define it. Okay, here I want to be ears, something like this, maybe to have some curves here. Okay, or here with his chin, his beard, whatever. This, like I said, just a rough sketch. You will design it later better, more time. But from now we just want to get the idea of the logo. Maybe something like this. Okay, we can work with that. Maybe to make ears a little bigger, I will use this. Here. Head will be here, and the ears, make it proportional with the rest of the logo. So ears will be something like this. And here, okay. Now we want to make some work on his face. We can delete this circle now. Eyes need to be on the center of this head, because he is not looking straight up, so his head is little pointed down, so we need to make it like on the center of his head. So something like this. Here's this is like the eyebrows. Here's the place for his eyes. Maybe a little small. This is just like this is the shape, to make it interesting. Okay. Nose needs to be here, about a little bit lower than this beard. So just find a good reference, the reference you are comfortable with, and just start designing it. Sometimes I do sketches and designs for the mascot for 3-4 hours, you know. Depends on the mascot. People ask me to make them, but something like this maybe for the nose. Yeah, I like it maybe. If we do it all black. And don't be afraid to put some black on it, you know. I don't use black, I use this dark blue, but the point is, this is the mascot. It needs to be simple as it can be, you know, just simple, but people need to know what is it. And because when you use it for avatar or profile pictures on the, I don't know, Steam or something like that, it will be small, you know, like this one, this small, so people need to recognize it. But if you put a lot of details on it, nobody will know what is it. It will just look messy, okay? And here we need to do mouth. Maybe something like this. This looks weird, like a smile. Okay, we need to lower this one. I don't know. You know, just sketch it, make it, you know, something like the wolf from now, you know, to represent the wolf, and later we will define it, we will add some details and some shadows, and it will look cool, I promise. Maybe like this. No, I don't like it. We need to make it here, maybe something like this. Maybe it's too much, I don't know. Yeah, I can work with it. Maybe we can make his eyes a little bigger. So now I want to define things. Like I said, I want eyes to look something like this. And here I want to curve, because he's like angry and he has these lines on his face. Here we need to put some place, you know, where eyes will be. Something like this, maybe. Not too much, because he's angry and his eyes isn't open, you know, wide. He's like mean, and we need to accomplish that. Here I will just add, you know, some details to make it interesting. Something like this, and his eyes will be here. So when you design the mascots, don't be afraid, you know, to use eraser, because eraser, I don't know. Okay, let me see. I think we will fix the eyes later. I like the nose. We will leave it like this. Just make it. We need to make this part bigger, this part smaller, you know, this part with the hair. So select, where is my selection? Okay, this part. We need to make smaller, something like this. Okay, we can. Now, define the ears. I can give you advice, how to design every mascot, because every mascot is a little bit different. Maybe if you want to design, I don't know, giraffe, for example, giraffe doesn't have the same autonomy as the wolf, so you can't use my advice for that, but you can just look, practice, and I don't know, use the technique as I'm using to design, some other mascots. But now we want to make his ears something like this. Oops. Now we need to do this mouth part, to make it defined, and so we can work, we can make his teeth and stuff like that. We need to make this less wide. This looks way better, because we need to fit the bottom teeth in his jaw. So let's see. Okay, looks good. Something missing. I don't know. I just don't feel this design. Maybe because of the eyes. I really don't like these eyes. Let me delete the size and design number. The same style. I like the style, but I think it's just too small. So, like his meat is like really mean, so it needs mean expression. It's too maybe more mean. His eyebrows is maybe downwards, something like that. And here we need to put some place, to make place for his eyes, where the eyeballs go. Here maybe we do something like this. Okay, I like it. Just make the whole design smaller. It's easy to work. With this, something missing. I don't know. Maybe to make it wider, to make this bigger. This part here. Okay, we can start with the color. For the color, I will use I don't know. Maybe just to make some adjustment on the ears. Wait a second. I don't like the ears. So here needs to be too big. like you see, this is the process of designing the mascot. Just a sketch delete until you find, you know, somewhere something that you're satisfied with, and but you need to work really hard to, you know, get to that point where you're satisfied with your design. At least I need to, because I'm like a perfectionist. I don't know how to say it in English, but a person who wants to be everything perfect, and that's really hard when you're looks really good. I like these ears. Like this. Yeah, this design I dig it, as the American says. Cool. Now we can start with the color. I like the sketch of this design, and you can just go on Google and type if you want, for example, green color. You can type green color palette, and it will show you some really cool shades and highlights for the green. But for this one, I will use aqua blue. I think something maybe. Something like this. Okay, but first I need to put dark background, because I want every wolf has some white hair on the face, above, around the eyes, around the nose and stuff like that. So I need to make it that first, you know, to make the white color where it needs to be. So, for example, about the eyebrows, like you see, just a second. Okay, so this is my wolf. I know this is my wolf, and he is here. He has white on his beard, around the ears and stuff like that. So we need to put some white on it. Okay. Now let's put white around the eyes first, something like that. Okay. Connect with this line. Okay. Here to make it connect with the nose, but the nose will not be. Now everything here is white. Of course we will color it. I mean we will shade it, but here it needs to go white color. Now we need to color this, I mean shade it, just use some cold white. Yeah, okay, that's cool. To make shades, maybe something like here. And here it will be like highlights, and it will follow this shape. Okay, probably I will use this video, I will speed it, you know, a little bit, because you know, not to make it boring. You're just looking at me like figuring out what to do, you know, and so just maybe speed it up a little bit and show the most important part, you know. Like when I'm talking, I will put that on the camera, and when I'm not, just speed it up. Follow this path. Okay. Maybe some scroll. Okay. Now make layer, new one layer, and put it in the bottom. Sorry guys. And we will use this called blue. Oh no, we need to make white around the ears. White. So just follow these shapes. Just follow the shapes when you're shading. Just don't use the logic. You know, for example, in this case, lights is up here, so they're shining above here, and this bottom part can be in the highlights. This around these eyes. Everybody has shadows around the eyes, so yeah, just use the logic. Okay, make some shades here. Okay, and now we will start with the fill color. We will use this one. Sorry. In this layer. And we will fill it. Okay. We will fill the eyes too. I like it better than that blue. Now we need to shade it. We need to pick a dark blue, maybe something like this, and to pick some shades around here, just to make, you know, some interesting, to make it dynamic and not boring. So here we put shadow, delete this. Okay. Maybe shadow. No. Yeah, dark shadow only will be that. For the highlights, just pick maybe like this. Let me see. Maybe a little bit here. Okay. We will use this color as a highlights, and we'll just, you know, put highlights where we think the highlights will go. So something like this on the ears, maybe on the nose, because his nose is exposed to the sun. Maybe here something, I don't know, something like this. Here we will use like at the top of his head, like big shape, coming down to the nose. Above the eyebrows, this part always on highlights, and we will use something like this and make it go down. I don't like that, so okay, and that's the, yeah, we can use this one. I will just refine this part here. Yeah, and that's our wolf mascot logo. Maybe we can put some shadow on the teeth. This part will be definitely on the shadow, because these two teeth puts shadow on it, and maybe a little bit here, like this. Okay, that's it. And that's our mascot. You know, we can now save it and go to Illustrator and, you know, just vectorize it and make it refined and stuff like that. So that's the process I used to design the mascot. Of course, this tutorial, this sketch, and nothing. I didn't spend so much time on stuff like the eyes. I think the eyes could be a lot better, but you know, when you do your own mascot, just spend the time, always delete parts, make new one, try new stuff. Yeah, you can do this on paper. I use this vacuum tablet, but it's not a big deal. You can do this on paper. I designed a lot of mascot, you know, good mascots on paper before I get this tablet. So yeah, guys, that's it. Hope you like this little showcase on how to make the wolf mascot. And if you do, yeah, subscribe, like the video, subscribe on the channel and stuff like that. So if you want more tutorials, just put down in the comments what you want, and that's it. Bye.